Hello friends, we have got one subscriber, Manoj Mahindra, and he's coming on a student visa to Brisbane in July 2018. That is just 2 months down the line. And he's gonna study in Queensland University of Technology. So he has asked me what are the best cheap accommodation options for Indians. So in this video, I'm gonna cover that thing. So let's get started. First of all, I'm gonna start talk about the platforms where you can search, like websites where you can search for these accommodations, and finally I'm going to talk about important point you need to keep in mind while searching for the accommodation. Getting apartment like independent apartments is very expensive, so if you are alone, I will recommend you go for the shared accommodation instead of getting the independent apartment, because you will have to shell out minimum $300 per week if you are going for the standalone apartment. But if you go for the shared accommodation, prices will be like half of that, like $150 per week, and you are ready to go. So the platforms where you can search for the accommodations is Airbnb and flatmates.com and gumtree.com. These three platforms are really popular among Australians. So problem with the Airbnb is that this offers only the short-term accommodations, like 1 week, 2 week, like that. So initially when you are traveling to Australia, to Brisbane maybe, then you can check out the Airbnb website, and there you can book the room for say temporary accommodation, like say 1 week or 2 week. And after once you arrive here, you can search for accommodations on flatmates.com or gumtree.com. So if you go to Airbnb over here, I already opened this website and search for the houses or the accommodations available in Brisbane, and you can see that right now it is showing the prices for 1 day, that is 30 Australian dollars, 29 Australian dollars. In map also it is showing like exactly at which place that particular accommodation is available. So you can see here 26 Australian dollars, that is accommodation is available near Gabba, that cricket stadium in Brisbane. Then $28 near Spring Hill, $29 near Suncorp Stadium, then $30 near Thong. And you can just check out all the description that is mentioned over there. So you need to read this description very carefully, because some hosts might have some restrictions, so which you need to follow. And finally you can book for that many nights. Right now I selected just 1 night, but if you want like for 5 days, you can select 5 there, and then 16 into 5, whatever cost will come there, you can that you can pay online. So that is the first and easiest way to start with the finding accommodations initially when you are traveling. Especially Airbnb is the best option to start with. Then next is you can go for this flatmates.com.au once you arrive here, and here you can select search on this particular website, like which location, then what you are looking for, rooms, maximum rent. Here you can put 140, 130, whatever you want, and then click on search rooms. You can also select the gender if you want, but sometimes even males and females stay together in the apartments. So in Australia it's not like in India. Like in India only female can stay in one apartment, but in Australia even male female stay together. So here you can search it, and then in the map also it is showing all the apartments that are available. So you can see here that most of the apartments are in the range like 130, 140, 130, 140, like that. So very rarely you will get apartment below $120, and if you get it, you will be lucky. So just search through all these particular apartments or accommodations available, and then find the suitable option. Just read through all the description. The description is really important. Finally you can contact the person who has advertised over there. So this is one of the best website. When I came to Brisbane, I used this flatmates.com to contact the people who have got the accommodation options, and then that's how I got my accommodation. And similarly here on the gumtree.com also you can search for the accommodations of rooms for rent in the Brisbane region. Here you can also put the suburb in this particular text box, and then it will return all the results. So $160, $170, $160. As you can see, getting the room below 120 is very rare. Just one room is available right now. So let us go to the next point now. What things you need to keep in mind? First is location. Location is very important. Like if your college or say work location is situated in a specific suburb, then you might want to select the accommodation options available which are very close to your work location or your college, because transportation cost is very high here in Brisbane. Like you have to spend around $40 per week on the transportation. If you your work location is very far from your apartment, then you will have to like $40 per week. You have to spend $40 per week. But accommodation is on the walking distance, or if you get a bicycle, then that is really a good option. Like you can save around $40 per week if your work location is very close to your apartment. Then another important thing is you need to keep in mind is while searching for the apartment is how close it is to bus station, train station, shopping malls. Is it in walkable distance? If you do not have like your private vehicle, bicycle, or say motorcycle, car, then I'll advise that you get an apartment that is very close to bus or a train station or the shopping malls. Then next is cost is also important. Sometimes in the advertisement they do not mention about the electricity, gas bill, who is gonna pay. Do you need to pay the extra, or the advertised that price is includes everything? So you need to confirm these things while applying for or going for the inspection. Then you need to do the cleaning as well. Like if you are staying in the shared accommodation, you might need to do cleaning, so you need to get these things clear before you start the process, next process, application process. So ask them who is gonna clean, how is the procedure, all these things. Then do they have laundry, what is the process, all that thing you need to ask. Then most of the Indian people have tendency that they need to they want to find out the accommodations where Indian roommates are available. But I will say that you don't need to search for like apartments where only Indian roommates you will get, because I have stayed with Australians as well, and they were I didn't find any issues staying with them. So Australians or any other people from any other country, like Korean, Chinese, Korean, Singaporean, Japanese, this I don't mind staying with these guys. So don't restrict your accommodation search options with Indians only. Next is read advertisement carefully before going for inspection, because there might be some restrictions or something like that that you need to keep in mind. Sometimes only females are allowed, sometimes only males are allowed, like that. All these things you need to keep in mind. So that's it. That's what I wanted to tell you in this particular video. If you have more questions, let me know through the comments. Thanks for watching this video.